medical malpractice lawyers and law firms in Pakistan. 𝐘𝐸 Merchant Associates, medical malpractice lawyers in Karachi, Pakistan. Amanat Law Associates, Falcon Law Associates, 𝐘𝐨𝐮𝐫 Law Associates, 𝐘𝐨𝐿 Associates, Legal, Sabswari Law Associates, Masood and Amp, Masood. Which thing of malpractice is hardest to prove? Causation. Many articles talk about what negligence is and how to show it. However, the least understood issue amongst these four is causation. Additionally, out of these four elements, causation is generally the most hard to prove, in particular in scientific malpractice cases. What is the most frequent clinical malpractice case? Image end result for best medical malpractice lawyers. What are the most common medical malpractice claims? Misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis, failure to treat, prescription drug errors, surgical or procedural errors, childbirth injuries. How lengthy do most clinical malpractice instances take? 2-3 years. On average, most clinical malpractice instances take 2-3 years to settle. However, if a scientific malpractice case does no longer settle and goes to trial, the lawsuit can take up to 4 years. In instances the place compensation exceeds $2 million, the timeline is frequently 5-15 years. What is the greatest scientific malpractice settlement? Top 10 medical malpractice settlements in the United States in 2020. 1. Amount $20,100,000. Amount $7,100,000. Attorneys E. Drew Britcher, Armin Leon of Britcher Leon. Case 𝐘𝐸𝐿 v. Hoboken University Medical Center. What proportion of malpractice fits are successful? The chances of winning a medical malpractice lawsuit. Finally, juries back verdicts favoring clinical companies in about 50% of instances, proposing robust proof of negligence. In short, the legally and factually complicated nature of a clinical malpractice declarability. The odds desire clinical companies at trial. What is the most frequent purpose sufferers sue their doctors? 1. Failure to diagnose or prolong in diagnosis. The most frequent allegation is failure to diagnose in a well-timed manner. The most frequent sickness for this allegation is breast cancer. Why are malpractice instances so tough to win? The difficulties of proving fault in medical malpractice cases. Medical malpractice proceedings can be tough to win in giant section due to the fact of the complexity of the situation that is being mentioned in the lawsuit. Doctors have years and years of coaching to apprehend clinical terminology, illnesses, and medications. What docs have the best malpractice? Let's take a look. Obstetrics and gynecology. OBGYNs rank amongst the most everyday pursuits of scientific malpractice lawsuits. Neurosurgery, plastic surgery, orthopedic surgery, thoracic and cardiovascular surgery. Minimizing your malpractice insurance premiums. How in all likelihood are you to win a malpractice suit? Roughly 5% of victims of clinical malpractice win instances for therapy mistakes and diagnostic errors. About 13% of plaintiffs win settlements for mistakes associated to surgical procedure, and 27% are compensated for remedy errors. Is scientific malpractice the wide variety one killer? With over 250,000 malpractice deaths every year, scientific errors can be regarded the third main reason of dying in the U.S., after coronary heart ailment and cancer.